How's it going, guys? This is Skattosan here. I couldn't sleep, and it is now 11:10. So I don't even know how long of a nap I really took. But I'm here to talk to you guys about why I can't sleep tonight. It is regarding the Indiegogo campaign. It is regarding the Kendo Club at the high school, and so I wanted to share a story. And I wrote it down, so I'm going to read it to you. So just the other day, in the middle of the week, a young man approached me at work with a smile. I could tell he had something specific and pressing on his mind, something with which I could relate. He said, "Hey, Scott." As I greeted him with a smile and a firm handshake, he continued saying, "I asked my parents if I could sell my Xbox 360 so that I could buy some fencing gear, but they wouldn't let me." I looked at him with a shock. Here I was, a young man working in a local high school, trying to make a difference in the youth of the future through kendo, the way of the Japanese sword. And here was a young man denied by his parents the opportunity to raise money by selling a game system which would go towards the purchase of gear to get their son off the couch and working out. This baffled me. I looked at him the whole time he spoke, and with only a few words in reply, I said, you are really devoted to learning more and more kendo from me, aren't you?" He then gave me a look of, "Are you kidding me?" He said, "Of course." If I remember correctly, I shook his hand again, and I said, "You, sir, are an inspiration to me." Now that's all I have written. And so this is just one aspect, one reason as to why I am going to do an Indiegogo campaign to raise money so that I can build cubby holes for armor, that I can buy armor to put in the cubby holes, lockable. That way we can buy materials for a team banner, materials for time capsules, materials for tenigui, and of course dyes and paints to go along with that, which actually I've already purchased out of my own. I either had cloth already or whatever, but today, I just spent $33 myself on materials that I'm going to need for dyeing the tenigui, the head sweat headbands that we wear underneath our helmets, our men. But I myself can't foot the bill for armor, for like 10 plus kids who are interested. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I haven't really even touched the entire school. The exposure is still very limited. So, in fact, I was going to show you guys. Here, I don't even know if you guys can see it. Here is a picture of the cubby hole that I drew, with the size of the bag that would go in there, of course, the banner, time capsules, and then that's like just a small sketch of tenigui. And of course I submitted this to my superiors, and pretty much everything that it would cost to have this made or have it done, and Myers Crafts project, whatever. I gave him a rundown after having done some research myself over at Home Depot and some other places. And I have recently been denied. Too much money. Too much money. Now, I haven't had the opportunity to put together a lengthy running list, but I do have a list of multiple. I would say I have anywhere between 25 and 30 some odd students on this roster of mine for the Kendo Club within the program, the after-school program. But most of them are doing other things: soccer, cheerleading. See here, student government. So they're involved. Okay, and this is what I'd like to hear. I would rather hear them, be part of volleyball and things of that nature throughout the week, and then have me, help them out with kendo and whatnot twice, 3 times a week, whenever that they can. So at any given time, I have anywhere between, I would go as far as to say 1 to about 7 students on any given day. And we can't train how I know you should train in kendo if you don't have armor. Okay, now I actually have a spare set of gloves because I purchased, a set of new gloves for me, a while back. And so I have the other set of gloves that they can put on and, I can strike their wrists, their kote, and show them techniques. But that's not everything. So they're always striking me because I'm wearing a full set of armor. Okay, for my chest, my gloves, my head. So they're able to hit that, but not each other. Which means when I'm showing techniques, I can't. It's hard to keep young minds interested if they're not participating. Now, there are a lot of methods that I can do to where they're in a line and they're all holding the shinai out. We're all, hitting up towards the head and we keep going to the next person, and so on and so forth. We just keep rotating because I do have multiple shinai, maybe 4, but that's not enough. And if I don't have a shinai in all their hands, what's going to happen? They're going to be sitting there, going to talk, and they're not going to be focusing, not going to be paying attention. And when I, looking at the next person, I'm like, Hajime, go. They're not going to be ready. Their mind's not there. So that's why I need you guys. That's why I need this campaign. Because I need to raise money so that I can spend on kendo gear, on materials for the arts and crafts, so that I can get these students involved and aware of what it is they're actually trying to really participate in. And this young man in particular baffled me that day. It reminds me a lot of myself, which is kind of scary, but that's a good thing. We kind of get enlightened and inspired from the youth from time to time, and that's what gives us hope. So in any case, I wanted to share because I think it's important, and I think I actually have something going for this program, and I need help backing it. I need help getting it to where it needs to be. So if you guys have any questions, you guys know where to find me, my YouTube channel. I'll link my Facebook page, sure. And we'll see how it's going to pan out. And, anybody who supports us is going to be recognized and possibly sent one of the Team Tenegui or maybe a miniature banner. We'll come up with a lot of things. Probably a huge thank you letter with all the kids signing it, or I don't know. We'll see. In any case, thanks again, and this is Skattosan. Ciao.